There's a saying about Craigslist. It can be either a good thing or a bad thing. For some people, it's a great resource when you're trying to buy something. And, if you're looking for something, more likely you can find it on Craigslist. But then it could be a bad thing to some people, because essentially Craigslist can be like a drug dealer and you're the crackhead looking for its latest fix. So I kid you not, I am the crackhead and Craigslist is the crack dealer. And I kid you not, no sooner did we close the engine teardown on the 700, something came up on Craigslist I knew I had to have. It's a complete impulse buy, but you know what? It's something I've been looking for a long time. I remember these sleds when I was younger and they came out. So without further ado, here it is. This is a 1992 Polaris 440 XCR. So this sled is somewhat significant in the Polaris history, because in 1991, Polaris had a limited release of a sled called the XC440. And then in 1992, it was rebadged the XCR 440. And then the 440 existed all the way up until 99 or 2000, I'm not sure. Then the 440 was basically abandoned. The most famous iteration of the XCR 440 is the 1998. Everybody remembers those. The nickname on that was the Red Rocket. So I picked this up for $300, and I've been looking for one of these for a while, and you'll see them come up on Craigslist or eBay or whatever, and the condition of it varies and the completeness of it varies. But what makes this an XCR is everything is still on the sled. Obviously the hood is there, the nose cone is there, all the color keyed front suspension components are there, the red hot grips are there, the factory tether is there. So the only thing that's missing is the dash pad for the handlebar cover. But this sled has about 2,300 miles. The seat does have a split on it, which is unfortunate. But for the age of the sled, that's to be expected. But as far as the hood and paint condition, it's in pretty good condition. It is a little bit sun faded. May be hard to tell on the camera, but it is on the right hand side. There is a little bit of a pink hue to it, but we should be able to get that back. The graphics are okay on the right hand side. They are a little bit sun faded. You can get these graphics repopulated. I did find a source that does it. Again, the nose cone is in great shape. It's not split. There is one section that has a little bit of paint missing on it, but typically with these sleds, on a lot of the wedge sleds, the nose cones are the first things to go. It'll get hit and then smashed, and it gets replaced with something that doesn't match. The bumper on it, which is specific to the XCR as far as the color scheme, that's there. The bumper covers, the belly pan's in great shape. There's no dents or splits in it. Whoever had this before kept it in relatively good condition. So just walk over to the other side. So again, the graphics and the paint on this are in very good shape. Again, the front suspension is all correct for this particular sled. The tunnel is in good shape. There's no dents or dings or anything like that. But usually, the older sleds, they're built with a thicker material. So for the most part, the tunnels really are in good shape. And again, the rear bumper is the correct one. It has the matching graphics for it. All the graphics on the tunnel are in good shape. They're not peeling up or anything like that. The two-piece tank with the cover, that's in good shape. Just needs to be cleaned up. So this sled does run. It's missing the throttle cable. and the throttle lever. And the reason is the sled did sit outside for a couple years, and apparently a mouse or something got in the carbs or seized, and the previous owner cut the cable right off the throttle block, and to do whatever. I'm not sure why he did it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try soaking these, and if we can get them to free up, we'll try to use them. If not, I'm just gonna source out another set of carbs. These are just Mikuni round slide 38 millimeter carbs. They're readily available on the used market. If we can't get them to work after probably like an hour or two, I'm just gonna replace them. It's not worth the time or effort to try to save them. There's nothing special about these carbs. The windshield is cracked, but that's no big deal. The speedometer is glazed over. But again, with these wedge sleds, there's just a lot of abundance of parts that are out there. So the biggest thing is the engine compartment. Again, this sled does run. I assure you it does run. It has 120 pounds per compression on each cylinder. We sprayed some juice into the right down the carb boots, and it fired up on the first pull. But right now it's just dirty. There's a lot of pine needles and surface oxidation on pretty much all the components from it sitting outside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cleaning everything up and making it presentable, and go from there. It's stuff we normally do in the garage here. So give us something to do. So bought this for $300. So can't go wrong with it. So even if I wanted to part it out, I could probably get $300 just for the hood by itself. So, but I think what we're gonna do is I'm probably gonna go buy another part sled for another $300 or $400, because with these Indy wedge sleds, there's just a lot of crossover as far as parts from sled to sled, and it makes more sense to pick up another part sled and then you just pick what I need versus going it from piecemeal and going from there. Because at the end of the day, I'm probably gonna spend more buying individual parts than if I just bought a part sled of another Indy or wedge. So, all right, guys. So there will be more content on this, along with the 700. I hope you guys enjoy this and find it interesting. I know I do. So I hope everybody's having a great weekend. And just remember, I am the crackhead, and Craigslist is my crack dealer. Have a good one. See ya. Bye.